Just kidding, you guys. Just kidding. Calm down.
I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration that made ladies sing the blues. I'm the spark that makes your idea bright. The same spark that lights the dark so that you can know your left from your right. I am the ballad in your box, the bullet in the gun, the inner glow that lets you know to call your brother son. The story that just begun, the promise of what's to come. And I'ma remain a soldier till the war is won.
Hell yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh cartoon. Damn, I love this show. And of all the Yu-Gi-Oh cartoon, I especially love Battle City. And of all of Battle City, I especially love this duel. Because the Egyptian God cards are so broken, it's craziness. I just love the fact that they're so... Basically, their strategy is to summon the Egyptian God cards as fast as possible and keep them out as long as possible. And most games of Yu-Gi-Oh! Aren't really like that, where you have a prized monster that you want to get out as fast as you can and keep out as fast as you can. Most of those cards are bad cards. They're cards that you don't want to play in your deck because you just lose the game to other more consistent decks that they can lose a few monsters and summon a few monsters pretty easily. But not in the cartoon. Hell no. Look at that. They're hard to summon monsters that are well worth the risk of putting them in your deck for one and trying to get them out. That is just insanely entertaining to me, and I always wanted to play the way that they play in the cartoon. But if you want to win, you can't really play the way Yugi and Kaiba do. Maybe not until now. Because apparently the Earthbound Immortal cards look really, really good, and they might spark the same kind of gameplay that is used in Battle City with the Egyptian God cards. These are the two I find the most interesting and want to make a deck around, because they put their opponent in a very tough situation trying to destroy them. They have an effect that when they're destroyed, they cause a very, very bad downside for the opposing player that played the destruction card. So cards like Phoenix Wind Wing Blast, I'm sorry, and Sakuretsu Armor or Torrential Tribute really does give your opponent a very bad... It makes them think twice from destroying this card. As I said before, I really think the effects of them being destroyed, other than their own effects, and having destroy all cards on the field or all of your opponent's monsters and then take 800 for each, really puts the opponent in a situation where they really don't want to just outright destroy it. And even if they do, then they take a hell of a backlash from it. So it feels, to me, that was always the problem with most of those big monsters, you know, like Blue Eyes or Armed Dragon level 10 or something like that, is that they're always so easily dealt with. And at least these cards give a really bad side effect for when your opponent destroys them. Now, the only thing you have to watch out for is keeping the field spell in play so that they don't get destroyed by their own effect. And that might be the only thing that keeps these cards from being really competitive. But I feel that if you protect from those pesky Dust Tornadoes and Heavy Storm, that you should be able to really do some damage with these cards. And I mean, everyone should be running 3 Solemns anyway, so who knows? And for the very least, it could be a really cool, fun deck. I know definitely that I want to make a deck with these cards, and I want to know, what do you guys think? Post a comment below saying what do you think about the Earthbound Immortals, especially these two specific ones, and if you would try playing a deck with these or not, and your reasons why. So it seems like organized play in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not completely dead, as Konami is doing its best to do organized play events. They had Nationals not too long ago, where players had a chance to get their hands on Dark End Dragon, the new Synchro monster. Manchester in the UK had a very good turnout for their UkayPro championship event, which is pretty cool. They also had pretty good prizes, but what's most exciting is that they have a website very similar to Metagame, where they have featured matches. They go over the top 8 deck list, which was cluttered with Lightsworn, by the way. But it's very interesting, and it's nice to see someone else stepping up to the plate, since Metagame kind of strayed away from Yu-Gi-Oh! Completely. And coming up pretty soon is Con Indy, which will have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Event there as well, which it seems like they're really pushing a lot of different kind of dueling events, like, well, they're having regionals for number 1, as always. They're also pushing the Dragon Duels, where you have to be 12 and under to play in, and they're also pushing team duels. So it seems like they're trying to make a lot of different formats for the game for the organized play events, which also seems pretty interesting. And it's a nice change to see that the organized play is actually pushing the different formats for the game. Those of you going to Gen Con Indy, go ahead and leave a comment stating what are you doing to prepare for the event. Also, what event are you going to be playing in? They have many different events. You can check it out in the link in the sidebar. They have stuff to win, tournaments just to win a mat, I guess. They have the regionals, like I said, the Dragon Duels, the Team Duels, Attack of the Giant card, whatever that is. So they even have sealed events, which is pretty interesting. So it's kind of like a draft. So what events are you most interested in playing in, and why? And what are you doing to prepare for those events? Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Pretty short, but I've had a lot of stuff on my plate as of late, so I don't really have a lot of time to do a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Research and stuff like that as I used to. If anyone has any suggestions of what they would like me to talk about in a future episode, or ask other people when I do interviews in a future episode, please leave a comment stating so, or you can send me a private message with your suggestions for the show. I really appreciate it. And even though it may take me a while to get to your message, I do read every message, and I try to return them all as well. Anyway, this has been Duel School with Fitzroy. My name is Fitzroy, and you guys just got schooled.
My mighty Egyptian god card is here at last!
Some old bullshit.